Mona, I want to quote a statement of the Bishop of the Church of Pakistan, Bishop Azad Marshall. He says a church building is being burnt, Bibles have been desecrated, Christians have been tortured and harassed after having been falsely accused of blasphemy. Mona, is it a mob rule in Faisalabad right now?
This is extremely tragic, and unfortunately, these incidents have only been growing in the past few months. I've come across some similar incidents near Eid as well, whereby a particular religious minority was persecuted in a similar manner. And today is unprecedented. I mean, they've literally set ablaze the entire church, and on the pretext that there had been a desecration of the Holy Quran. But obviously, if there had been such an incident, the legal way about it, or the law about it, or the rule of law about it would not be as lenient as they would imagine or they would expect it to be. I mean, this is obnoxious to be doing all this on the pretext that God forbid, a blasphemy has occurred against the Holy Quran. But in a country like Pakistan, any such blasphemy against the Quran will never go unattended, because as you've rightly mentioned in
Sushant
the
Sareen, there
preamble,
should be legal action in courts of law. But, blasphemy, just a claim of blasphemy in Pakistan, Sushant Sareen, whether it's a former governor, whether it's to target Hindus or Sikhs or Christians or Ahmadiyas, even Shias are now not safe in Pakistan. Is it like a death warrant? Say blasphemy, it's a death warrant for the other person.
So, Gaurav, I'll just take a minute because I need to flag out a couple of things. Number one, what has happened today is not just communal violence, it's a pogrom. It's not one church, it's almost half a dozen churches that have been burned. Tens of thousands of Christians have been displaced, their property is vandalized, looted by this mob. So one, I think we need to be very clear of that. Second, what has been the state action? The state has acted by transferring the local Christian official out there. This is when, this so-called puppet prime minister, which they've appointed, who's an army guy, who was giving a lot of spiel on at least Twitter, that he was gutted and I don't know what else he was. But he's obviously gutted the entire system by transferring or getting that official transferred rather than taking action against the groups that were involved. Number three, the Christian, the kind of racist and casteist slurs, if I was to use one word of that, I would be under arrest in this country today.
Absolutely. Perhaps Pakistan really needs to look...
accusing us of casteism. I would be arrested and I would be put in jail under the SC/ST laws if I was to use even a single word.
We'll track that.
One second. Gaurav, give me a minute. Please. This is important.
Okay.
Because, in India, there is this meme bhim crowd. They should hear those casteist slurs before they talk about meme and bhim. And finally, the problem is not the blasphemy law. Blasphemy law is a bad law. I don't deny it. The problem is the intolerance, radicalized society that the moment you make an allegation, it's the end of the life of the man against whom an allegation has been made.
Yes.
That is the problem. It is the society problem. It is not a legal problem.